welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts, Minis and Jaguars, and Land Rovers for that matter. We aren't doing Land Rover for quite some time, unfortunately. Yeah, just sort of popped another video up. I said I would on Sunday. My neighbour came over yesterday with his wife and we sorted out this E-Type. I've turned the bars around now to be where they were. Unfortunately, I thought that the jig, or the bars on the support bars on the jig, were actually drilled centrally, and obviously they're not. They have to go left and right. And I had marked them when I took it apart to put the XK on, and I didn't follow my own instructions. So it just shows you've got to think about it. I want to give a quick shout out to Sean C. I was watching his video last night, Sean C. Mini Restoration, and he's doing he's doing a lot of welding work at the moment. He's just done the A panel, the flitch panel, the step, and the inner wing, and actually part of the gusset on the bulkhead. And I was going to show you something on the Mini now, and something on the Jaguar. If you're watching in, Sean, that captive nut is actually for the brake balance. I'll lift the bonnet up on my car and I'll show you what it is. It's actually the brake balance, where you put the bolt in to hold the brake balance on. I'll show it anyway. But his fabrication is really great. I mean, he's took such a lot of time and care over the preparation of the metal. And I'm not a believer in just sticking little bits of metal together. It's not. It's, you know, if the weld's good, that's fine, but it's not the way to go. Try and make the panel, if you can, try and make it as big as you reasonably can, you know, as long as it's not over complicated, because putting little bits together will take the strength out of it, there's no doubt about it, and you'll never get them as flush as one clean sheet or one large panel or a repair section. So if you can, don't be tempted to do little bits at a time. Try and, you know, even if you have to make it off the car, if it's kind of complicated, then put it all together, weld it, and then put it in place. If it's too difficult to do it on the car, you can always do it on the bench. Anyway, so I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you what we've been up to. So with the Mini first, I've taken these white lights out the back here. So the bottom one is I can keep that. All I need is the orange and the red top one. So you can see here, I've actually put that number plate on now, and the logo's on now, the Mini Cooper logo. That's the number plate from my Audi, but just to show you how it works. And then you just literally use a screwdriver. I won't do it now because it'll come out, but you basically just put the screwdriver in there. I mean, if I can do it. There you go. So you just pull it all the way along. There we go. They're a bit. One hand, it's not as easy. There you go. And then you just hang on. There you go, and they just pop it down. So, and that's the way it works. And as I say, there's two clips in there either side, and then you put the thing on. So yeah, so it's coming on. Yeah, I'll get some new reflectors though, because they're looking a bit dullish, but they are much better. Just a quick one while we're on the Minis. I wanted to show you these pictures which I took, and I didn't get a chance to show them yet. This is, we were talking about, you know, the inner card in the corner here on the inside, and you can see how that card is actually sticking over the edge, and that was stopping the rubber going over. And it's quite thick, that card, but you can see it there. And another one here. Where is that? It's upside down. Just a second, guys, and you can see there again, but you can see how much of an overhang there was. And another one there, that's on the other side. You can just see how thick the edging is, so it's something to be aware of. Make sure it's absolutely in line, or the seal won't push across. I'll just show you what I've got to on the Mini. I've put the decal on the front. That was a Rover badge, but I'm going to put this Mini Cooper one on. And in here, you can see there, that's where, sorry Sean, you can see that dimple you were talking about there, and that's where it bolts on the balance. There's a new one there, but that's what it is. So yeah, get the engine back and start putting all this together. So yeah, so that's how she looks. It's coming on slowly but surely. Okay, with the E-Type, for the E-Type guys, I was talking about fabrication with Sean, and what a good job he's done. His preparation's excellent, I have to say. Anyway, just to show you here, I've been doing the same kind of thing. You can see, it's going to stand right in that light. I'll take this magnet away so you can see it. Okay, you can see I've made a panel there for this, and what it is, and I needed that dimple in it. You can see there's these dimples, but I don't have that's terrible, that light. I'll have to do something with that. Maybe that's better. Yeah, you can see the dimples in there. So what I did was, I was lucky enough, I had an old piece which was this piece here in the back of my Jaguar, which I didn't need. I only needed the bases of the seat, or the back of the seat. And I had this, unfortunately it was the right size. But the distance here is less than it is on the back of this panel. So what I had to do, I had to join it. Now, I was saying about try and do it in one panel if you can. Unfortunately, I had no choice here because I needed that dimple. Even though this is completely covered in leather and that, it should look right from the back when you open, and even that's covered. But a car of this value, when it's finished, everything would be scrutinised, and it needs to be done right. I mean, I wouldn't not do it right, but you can see, and now I'll clean all that up, I'll properly weld it. You can see I've just spotted it down there, and you can see that's how it'll fit. And that's what it did look like. So I'll take this off so you can see it. Excuse me with the light. So I'll take this out. You can see it's a really good fit there. So I'll take that off, and that's what was in it. There. Excuse my hands. That's what was in it there. You can see there. Why somebody had dug them holes out for speakers in the back here, I don't understand. But anyway, it's part of the bulkhead, for God's sake, you know. But anyway, there you go. So that's what we're doing. So I've replaced it with that. And as I said, I wouldn't normally. You can see I've tack welded it there. And I'll do it all the way down and linish it up, and before I put the whole thing in. And then I'll start on the other side. But I wanted that to line up correctly. Hang on. Oh, jeez, these magnets are strong. There you go. You can see. Once it's all in, it'll look fine. Okay, the other thing I did is as I said, I changed over the jig, and you can see now this is now right front and left front. That's the way it should have. Unfortunately, what happened was it was my fault. I should have checked, but what I did was, when we put it in, we turned the bars round because the car was the other way round, and somehow put them in the wrong way round. Even these bars here were in wrong, because you can see these holes here, and there's one over there. And this is actually for when we want to invert the car and turn it upside down and put the engine frames on, because you can't put the engine frames on with this in place. They're in the way. So that's why I made it. It's another little modification. It's a stand that holds the whole thing. So that's the next job. So that's one ready. So I'll get that one ready and then do this, and then I'm going to start building all the back of this. This is just completely gone. I'll rebuild the back of this tonneau and this rear piece, get that all strengthened up, and then start cutting some of this grot out as well. It's fairly bad on the top. And then when that's done, I'll repair the tunnel and then start on the floors, and the sills will be cut out last. They'll just be cut about where that, you can see where that line is, that's for the cable run. I'll cut it just above that, and then I can slip the new floors in underneath it, but still keep the integrity across here, because there's a lot of work. All this has got to be cut out, and all that piece on that side. Anyway, thanks for watching in. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I say, have a look in at Sean C. He's doing a great job with the metalwork. Really, really good work. So anyway, so take care, and I'll catch you during the week maybe. Bye for now. Take care, bye.